Despite cinemas around the world remaining closed due to the pandemic, there's hope streaming services will keep Hollywood afloat. But filmmakers say the push to release films online means cinemas may never recover from the impact of coronavirus.
For lovers of going to the movies, this has been one of the few bright spots during the pandemic. The renaissance of the humble drive-in is a story of triumph over adversity worthy of Hollywood. But the world of cinema is facing some real and very dramatic changes. The decision to make the new Wonder Woman movie available for streaming on the same day it appears in cinemas is part of a major shift. Its maker Warner Brothers will do the same for all its films next year, the pandemic accelerating a debate about whether streaming movies will kill off traditional cinema. It's angered cinema owners and many filmmakers.
There's just this notion that it's an inevitable march to streaming. Well, not to the people who make the movies. You know, the creative community sees that as well, and they want their movies on the big screen. And they're very, very reluctant to embrace a future that is only about streaming, because that's not what they don't make their movies to be seen first and foremost at the home.
So we asked a veteran industry watcher if that creative community has the power.
None. No power. These are very big historic forces, big macro forces that are moving, making these changes happen. No one studio, no one streamer, no one director, no one movie star is going to stop this inexorable movement of cultural history and economic history.
We knew that this was where our new home would be.
Hollywood was in its infancy when the Eagle movie theatre opened in the 20s. It'll reopen, fully restored, with a video store attached, to offer something its new owners say does have a future.
Streaming services are great. They are incredibly convenient, but you do lose something when you take people away from each other and you take movies off of screens and you close video stores. You do lose something.
Back at the drive-in, there's perhaps a lesson from history. These became big business as America emerged from the Depression of the 30s.
When you go to the cinema, it's about that collective response. The analogy I've thought about recently is, we all have a kitchen in our house, but it doesn't mean we don't want to go out to a nice restaurant. And we may all have a TV in our house, but it doesn't mean that when cinema's back, we ain't going to want to go and see the biggest and best films on the big screen.
The story of the future of Hollywood is itself now must-watch entertainment.